I hope that you long the reason and not like the receiving that I pray you receive here about my meaning of this whole conversation. I don't know who's listening or watching, but I do want the person that I see in my spirit to acknowledge this. Acknowledge me is rule number 9. And all that means is, in my Money Mind Records camp, that's something that I created called Money Rules. The 10 rules of Money Mind Records. I call it Money Rules. And the only one I really remember is number 9. So, I speak it because it's on my mind for the time to teach you. And maybe you don't think like Almighty God. It's all a person forgets me on. And my soul loves God enough to take your throws and tell the world outside of your home, I love my God, no matter what these people are on. And my soul gives them the meaning that He has shown. And I have trouble in this city. Is the night God has shown. And I am seeking a true forgiveness with a love that will just come to me and hold. And this is something that I don't really get an often chance to tell, but I want you to remember that it is told. I wait for the wave to come and receive my code. And my code will never be known to an unknown soul that doesn't respect the life that I have been given. It's just my own. And if I meet you, it's because that is the life line that I walked up on. And I met you to remember something that I probably won't remember that long. And I pray on this night that damn type of dates don't happen to me no more. In the hour of remembering someone that should be remembered, just because this is a flashback that God will see you in. And He'll call it September. And the month of September is exactly the month you have entered. And I am trying to find out, how far would a man go to get someone that he called a friend to receive his intuition, all because it bothers him that this guy argues him down about his vision, and he won't listen to the ending of the vision before it's even trying to be given to the mind of someone who never really wanted to listen to anything but what have you done to the bingo called do something that I can be shown your wisdom with the light that you see is something that you feel I should see before you are gone. And I haven't had the chance to say that to no one ever in my home. And the heart is my home. Hopefully you don't get lost in the song that I'm walking on. But this is just a rendezvous, and I don't mean no harm. I just want to get to know someone who may just decide to call my phone. And the number again is 323-481-1558. I'm not a bad looking sun in the day, but the night may give you a different face. And I pray that it ain't something that'll make you run away. I look for a friend that becomes a love mate. In the end, if she has a heavenly face, I seek nothing but a friend that becomes something great. Hopefully, in the timing of finding a friend, she would become a she. At the date that I'm looking for, a mate that saves me from a date that holds me to a fate that I ask the soul that has been given to me, that knows my destiny, to chase and find out why have I been given the race without a moment of starting the understanding of who wants me to begin this race without knowledge, when I was on a path of I am happy without problems. 10 years problems. Bless me, help me. It's all I have shouted. Why have I been asked to go through these things just to receive the voice of a vainful shouting? Is how I see I am sounding in the hour of my pouting. I was hungry, and about an hour ago, I am no longer hungry, and then I'm hungry some more. Think and try to see the rapper's code can never be found through a rapping song that has no ground of what the fuck to do with the future if you ever get on a fucking song that tells you speak and go to the future on the righteous code. And all I'm asking you to see is that the righteous code is something that can be given to you if you want it to be known. It can be your own, and it can be given and shared to those that you have given a care. But it takes too long to give them the air. I had no money, I had no home. I ask that you remember me here. I am fine in the light of your morn. I give you a time where I see you as nothing but someone I desire to speak to and give you my charm. It is never going to be another like me in the midst of your storm. If you are in a storm, I have no idea if this is true. I see a storm came in my vocabulary while I'm talking to you. I have started to acknowledge these things. Is how I'm asking God to train me to see who is with me in the dark, where I ask to learn in my heart how to be the prophet that has been prophesied to me that I are, without the logics from people that detriments my heart, to seek someone that never shows up in the dark. I save myself from moments like this because I hate when I get lost and cannot find where I are. I see now. I know where I am just that fast. It reminds me of leaving my mama's house, walking around looking for cigarette butts again. Hollered at Snoop. Haven't seen him since I left and since I originally seen him. I spoke his name to remind you. He's on my mind. I pray that his time in life is nothing but a learning of a meaning that makes him beneficial to someone that is myself and someone else that receives him as the soul God called him to be, without being deceived here and getting lost in sights of things that have no particular meaning to lead him. I save you from knowing that this is Marcus Vivian's season to learn that ice cream and cake comes to those who yearn it long enough without a quit on the stuff. Handle it. Can't handle it that much. Go through every traction and find out if there's the time that you have never seen that shows you this is where you will give up. Life will beat you, but it will give you the opportunity, if you have received truth, to understand. Don't just get up when you have the opportunity again, but start thinking at the same time and receive your thoughts as you get up in the wind and learn your thoughts at that moment was nothing but remember me again. If you ever fall while you are walking, longing for the moment, be picked up by the heart of the earth that you have walked upon, that you have never sought, as a knowledge code that says, I see you, no matter who you are. I tell you, you are truly more than anything that you have ever thought from a morning heart. The earth will show you things that I would never speak on, because I say to my soul, I want to show you something that you have never been shown. The existence of something that gives your heart a true joy, and tell you that that is exactly what you are, and who you are is nothing but the next morning, while I still acknowledge you as an earthen star. How did I not acknowledge you the first time? I did not acknowledge you. I just wanted to tell you that at that eye of time, I just wanted to tell you my first mind was that you are more than an earthen prize that has been given to every eye that is able to see in this generation of time. Acknowledge me is my everlasting mind. I have grown to be something that I have learned to love and like, and learn that some people will teach me things that I must teach myself to find God on the proper time and be a person that I have never lied, and acknowledge that this is just a learning time, and be at peace with just killing time is how I ask God to receive my mind upon the time where I give a rhyme I haven't done in a while, and I'm hoping that it's not a drought of powerful style. Give him something that gave you nothing. But how can I get out of doubt when I only see clout coming from Houghton giving me a check from hell? I don't know how I will make it in the next few years without the truth of a Liberty Bell. I have seen since 2008 and the years before the date, I've seen nothing in my life but a heavenly place will be received once I make it to the place of the music's create. And I have sown a seed that has shown me my true destiny doesn't drive me to a burning of energy on a song's create. Again, it just shows me that there is a powerful fire burning within. I acknowledge again, and the same fire will show us in the middle of the wind all Jeremy Pleasant looked for in life was an everlasting friend. Here's the number where you can talk to me at if you ever wanted to begin. 512-902-6697 is a number that I can use until I get mine again. I have a text now phone number that I don't remember again, but this number can be reached This number I can be reached on, is what I'm trying to say. And going back to normal world, I seen the heart of my desire here is earning how to not make it hard for me to receive the desires here very quickly and be successful at showing God I didn't come here to just ask for some pussy quickly. I am just trying to give you something, God, that I pray will make it without deceitful messages connected and give you the hope that you always respected. Somebody is going to acknowledge me as Jeremy Pleasant in the moment of respect him for this one. I seek success stories before your visions, God. I ask that you listen, God, in the hour that you come from a far away place. And that is another God that I have asked to speak to on the hour of powerful dates and powerful shapes. Will never be a fake before my face, and there will never be a scary moment to show me that this power is nothing but the create of peace and knowledge and knowing that you have the problems of existing belief in people's houses every day, hoping that God's spirit never fades. When it fades, you see the faith. You have nothing but death in every wake, hoping that the phoenix is something that is real enough to be your fate, and understanding it is nothing but something you hold in every day, praying that God makes him real. That's something you have long and have been shown, and something different enough to be better than what has been given to me in the hour of a deceitful moan. Figuring it out has been given to nothing but to walk alone. Earning it will come when I am finished with the mighty storm. My heart seeks a warmful heart. I save myself from the sleep in the dark. I save myself from a longing park. I earn my soul, but I have no heart. I ask God to be my thoughts. Will you listen to me? My friend in park, have I found you in history? I have in thoughts. Have I missed you in history? I have in heart. Do you understand my mystery? I am your God. Have you learned this thing? I have found no thing that I have understood in the life that I have been given as a young man. I'm 36, trying to say, God, this is when I finally say this to a real spirit I would never probably say again. The way I say it here, I want to be young again and receive true spirit, power, and deliverance is the moment of redemption to my adherence. And I choose my words wise enough, hoping that the speed is the trust at the same time of the sink of the word I trusted to use before your face and learn from something Was that the right word that you discerned to trace on? Did it hit you in your face like, learn from me today? That word that he said, he has forgotten it already at this pace. Austin, Texas, I began to think, do I want to begin my new life of pink melodies? Meaning, two pretty pussies giving me a heavenly song every day. I need a melody that changes my face to something heavenly, to acknowledge God. I wait so long every day just to say this in front of you. Will you remember me without the moment of my heart's fear? And that fear is, I would never get the moment to be in front of you. It doesn't end there. I wonder if anyone else wants to be in front of you. And may it end there on some of you, just to stand before his face. Is he a man? That is your thoughts and faith. Someone thinks like that. I didn't close the gates, but my God is more than a human faith of a man or a woman's create. There's a tree that can be formed to a human shape. There's a block that you can stand on for money's make, and there's a brick they can use to build a blocks made, and the maker will do nothing but honor the day that you have finished what you longed to save. Today is the day where I build something called persistence to God. Will give you the way to show God something. If your heart ever had to make, someone will hold you to a longing, and one day you may get the opportunity to state it to someone that can help you fulfill that longing. And you'll say, like I did tonight as you walk here, God, I have never begun to speak to a world without a tongue of holiness. I speak a sharp sense of knowledge that shows these worlds that when you don't acknowledge me as a universal kid, you will suck a dick bigger than you have ever been around. And the 9 comes from nothing but the start of the inches that you start on, and you think that it's the end when you're going down. This is an unlimited inch dick that will go through the Almighty's universal southern doubts, the grounds of doubts, the doubts of mouse, in the grounds of the south. All I see is nothing but a mouth that's nothing but an asshole with shit coming out. And these are the people that doubt my name. Is nothing but a rise of clout is the message, and the message of clout is the connection. Understand what clout I have for your intellection. I wanted to see if you could think intellectually. Am I very much a presence that you have thought on as you seen me next to you in these years? I asked a friend, fat boy, have I done something that you have admired? Is what I'm trying to find out. No response, no answer, no acknowledgement of my heart. It's just trying to find out if this is a good moment to talk about making you smile without the shadows in your house, showing me something that you haven't thought about that helps me figure out what am I doing in your house on my own. I try to teach a person when I enter your home. I don't do nothing but observe what you are on. Have not been given that time to a bird. All I see is the way I've been walking seems fucking wrong. It don't look like a goddamn shit, man. I'm gonna keep walking. If I don't see that street that I'm looking for, I'm feeling like I'm going the wrong way. But hey, this is the night that I began to make. You watch me go the wrong way, but talking about a direction that I just feel like it's on my heart to make. You see what I'm saying? I just received a nice word to give you in the midst of the leaves. Some people get lost even when they still know the way. And one night, they may need help finding themselves in another way. And they'll find a route to another day. And they'll find a day to another way. And they'll believe again in another day. And that day will say, I am not the end, but the beginning was made. Remember him before the men, and remember why I have came. It was for nothing but to give you the acknowledgement of remember when. It will do nothing but give you when it is time to come. Remember it came. When is something that you should acknowledge in your heavenly state. How do I find out where the world is in my heart today in this hour? I ask them, how is the wind today? I see people who look at me. I see people who look at me in the moment that I see a Donald Waller in my face. As a spirit of hate, only if I think that way in this place. I call upon spirits that don't bother my day with the arguments of why am I in your face, and I never get to answer the question that becomes a part of my walk at the end of the day, because I never got the opportunity to say time sticks on me today, and I am trying to get this to the air that you are standing in before I am stuck with something I didn't want to conversate about in the first place. And I am hoping that you listen to a person that never, ever, ever wants to argue with the person in front of him when he feels different views or tiresome futuristic visions seen that will start an argument that he don't want to be a part in. And I don't remember much about where I'm going, but it never seemed like it'd take me this damn long to get to where the fuck I'm going. Where the fuck am I at? Let me find out. Renaissance. I remember Renaissance. So I think I'm going the right way. Okay, that's the bridge. You can't see that. It's nighttime. Kitty cat. Papa John, you can see that. I done something, yesterday that I never got to do in my life. And the secret is told to anybody who likes a story of light in the midst of a conversation with somebody who probably wasn't white. It may be a dark story to somebody, because in my story I may be doing something that you don't like, but I'm doing it. It's what I want you to remind yourself that you probably have forgotten to know this about. Sometimes it happens, and sometimes you need to acknowledge nothing but the sometimes, and don't worry about what happens. Just remember that sometimes will happen. Can you figure out the meaning that I have for you in the why? I say that to anyone who wants food that will give you a thought that saves you from a moment in the future that you may not have sought, that may come upon you, and you will remember me in your heart as Phoenix, the light of the golden age. The light for this dark age is saved. I say to you, help me find a new maid. I have looked for a new save. I have longed for a new girl. I have asked for a new world. I have found nothing but Austin, Texas is here with me as I am with Austin, learning that the moment is now to find out how much is life gonna cost me to be what I see without it costing. All I think about is who will get the no girlfriend up off me and find out why I'm timing how long I have been walking. Looking at, I think I'm going the wrong way and don't feel like walking back the other way. Is that a good time to talk about you as in a normal state? Probably ain't never thought I can even go that way. Motherfucker, this is a different day in a different state, and I'm really just not in a different state. It's really the same city, same state, different city from something that I thought I would be in, looking for a place to create, something that I really don't see here, but I'm still trying to invent myself on the hour of I don't see nothing but create, and the power of create without a coward, and do it without a think of thinking. You don't have the power to create your designs of power and hour yourself. It's nothing but thinking about. Time presents itself tonight to you more than you think in time, because you are on time getting knowledge that spirit and flesh get along. Spirit sees color as a mega bomb. You have been given something that I long to find out. When did it ever start? And that was the choice to choose between the color of your heart and the color that has been given to you to pick for the thought of doing something that somebody will be happy about because you did it to please them in the hour of they just wanted to see how you felt about them. Now, I don't see many people in my life that will listen to me on the hour of now, so I keep it a secret. And today I'm just trying to find out if a person would give me the chance. Can I find out if I would ever be given a real chance to learn from a girl who would never deny me the time to be her man? In a longing world, I sleep outside and we make love in the bed. Find out if this night will ever end. The heart of the woman